and I think today is a good day to do that. I'm currently out in a very decent space where I know I can shoot the videos, I get all the angles correctly. I am currently out now, and in a few minutes I should be in the location and I would start shooting. Right, so I'm finally at my destination and I would be showing you guys the car in a minute. This car took a total of about 3 weeks from start to finish to do all the revamps, and I will be sharing some of the clips of the shots of what the car looked like before the completion of the car. This thing will pass 1 week. That's how they talk. I say go use like 1 week before I collect the motor back. Gee, now only rims I no go change for this motor.
The rims are cool.
Yeah, I will just paint the rims. I will shine now. Right, so let's get into every external modification I did on this car. The first and most obvious thing is definitely the choice of paint. What I decided to go for was a matte grey finish. Now, not the typical matte grey that you would most likely find on many vehicles. I had to do an experimentation with ChatGPT to generate sample images of what this would look like. And if you take a look at the car from a close-up view, you would see it's a mix of charcoal and grey. And at some point in time in the vehicle, there's a subtle gradient, almost difficult to see from the distance. Like, you really have to go close to the car to be able to see how that was done. If you take a look at the hood of the vehicle, you can almost see the subtle gradient from grey to charcoal. And yeah, you probably have to get so close to the vehicle to be able to actually see that. From the distance, it's an absolute beauty. And same to the trunk. But for the trunk, you can clearly see that the trunk itself is charcoal, while the rest of the vehicle is grey. One other modification has to do the dark tint. As you can see, the car is almost fully tinted except for the front windshield, which is only tinted to a certain level so as to block the sun from entering into the driver's eye directly from the front. But I love this shade of tint because it just adds that, that gothic vibe to the vehicle itself. Now, talking about the dark vibe going on, if you take a look at the front lights, you can also see that it's been painted black. Again, the old vibe I'm trying to go for is that Batman gothic dark vibes for this vehicle, and I made sure that every part that needed to go with the absolute black were painted black, such as the grills and the fog lights. And of course, the front lights also had like a spray of black in it as well. At some point in time, I wasn't so sure what I should do with the rims, if I should get a new one or I should just, paint. Yeah, of course, I finally decided to go with the painted rims. Now, the rims are painted dark grey, and as you can see, the brake pads are also painted red. Now, that also, it was between red and gold, but red just gave that vibe a little bit more. Gold was too much on the flashy side. Red was absolutely the best option for the brake pads here. And yes, that was applied around about the vehicle for all 4 tires. Now let's get into the interior of the vehicle. As you can see, I am maintaining the black and red accents in the vehicle. And one other thing I did was to also, add some finishing to the dashboard. Took out the gloss and made it matte black as well. I was previously using the default console that came with the vehicle, but I swapped it out for an Android screen. I do like this upgrade for the Android screen. I'm going to start the car now so you see what that looks like. Now this is what the dashboard looks like. I kind of like this upgrade, and my favorite part of this entire Android screen is YouTube. Many times when I'm bored, I sometimes have to like park the car and watch a bit of YouTube, or if I'm like just trying to like listen to music and also see what I'm listening to, I just switched onto YouTube and I started watching. Of course, there are a lot of other applications here that I do not use and I do not intend to use, but like I said, my favorite feature is definitely having YouTube. One other thing I've done with the car that I really like is having the roof all black. Now, of course, this has its own concern. It means the car is most likely to get hot real quick. I wasn't really bothered about having the car all dark because most of the time I don't even get to use the AC. I just wind down the windshield and then let air come into the car. Alright, so I haven't made any modification to the exhaust. Of course, for those who know, my exhaust is kind of loud, which of course is something that I like. But this is what the car sounds like on start. And when I give it a little bit of rev, this is what it sounds like as well. Right, so that's pretty much it for what I have done so far with the car. I do intend to add a little more as time goes on, and I'll be happy to share all of those updates with you guys. Thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.